Good morning, good morning, good morning, you guys.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Real Talk with SLR.
How are you guys doing today?
Well, y'all, check out the mountain behind us.
You can barely see it.
Yeah, lots and lots of fog. It actually is raining this morning. It just slowed down, of course, right as we're doing this Real Talk, which is awesome. But it was going pretty good this morning when we were getting the kids out to the bus.
Yeah, everything's wet now.
Soaking.
Yeah. Yay, everything's wet.
Nice and muddy.
But hey, the garden is doing some really good things down there, with how wet everything's been.
Yeah, the wet and the overcast and then the bursts of sunshine and everything. It's really popping everything down there.
Yeah.
We finally got the garden planted at the right time this year.
Mm-hmm.
So
it's awesome. There's some peas down there.
Is there?
Yeah, there's some good peas down there in all sorts.
I was down there like 2 days ago and I didn't see any peas.
There's a lot. There's a lot down there. I'm just saying.
I'm excited. I know you got some strawberry down there.
I know. There was one strawberry. I got greedy. And I was like, I'm going to let that thing grow a little bit. And of course, like on day 3 where I was like, all right, that should be ready. Let me go get it. And yeah, I know the bugs got it before I could get it.
It was getting softer. He's like, man,
So
that's all right. We can take that one strawberry that's like kind of on the outs and just throw it in the dirt.
Yeah.
And
it'll grow some more strawberries.
Grow some more. Yeah.
Yeah. So it is what it is.
It's not a waste. It's all good. You're going to get yours. Don't you worry. You're going to get yours.
Mm-hmm. But this weekend was Mother's Day.
Yes, yesterday was Mother's Day. So happy Mother's Day to all you mamas out there. I hope that you guys had a nice, relaxing, restful day full of love and that you were able to feel the love of your loved ones and that it was a wonderful day for you. I had a fantastic day yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah, Roxanne over at Country Road Cure, my wonderful sister-in-law, she put on like a ladies, like a waffle brunch.
No.
And so basically we all went over. She made a humongous waffle buffet. She had like 3 different types of waffles. Or 4 different types of waffles. She had regular waffles and then like a French vanilla-y type of waffle and then, or a cinnamon-y vanilla-y type of waffle. And then she had like a apple cinnamon waffle and then she had like a chocolate waffle. And then Roxanne went out. And then there was like the whole tray with all the fixins, like whipped cream and sprinkles and like to make it kind of like a dessert. And she was super fancy and we actually had like the legit real maple syrup. It wasn't, artificial flavoring. It was like real maple syrup and it was really good. My mom came over and got to hang out. Mama V, Jamie, O'Rourke's Littlefield, Lissa, Mike, with Drifting Dreamers, Mary with Junk to Gems, and then Brittany and Kylie and myself, and of course Roxanne, and I don't believe I'm forgetting anyone. It was a good group. It was a very good group. It was a nice group of ladies. There was mimosas.
No. That was awesome. That was an awesome thing. Thank you again, Rox.
Yes, thank you, Rox.
You ladies definitely needed it. I know you did.
I needed it so bad. I needed it so bad. And so everyone came over to the property yesterday, and around 10 o'clock in the morning, we all traipsed up the mountain, and we hung out over at Anthony and Rox. And then all the guys came over here to our house, and you guys did poker.
Yep, we played some poker.
Yeah.
We ended up grilling some... Anthony brought some sausages over and whatnot. And
nice.
I pulled out some hot dogs and ended up pulling out some chorizo as well.
Ooh.
And I ended up doing the eggs and chorizo and whatnot.
Nice. So you guys had yourself a nice little breakfast over here too.
Mm-hmm. We had a nice little brunch over here.
Yeah. I noticed all the meat. It's a man's meal.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much, right? We fed all the kids and watched them, make sure that, they were out of your guys' hair.
Yeah, just for a few hours. Like, we wanted to spend time with the kids. And it's Mother's Day. Of course we want to spend time with the kids.
Yeah.
But having that few-hour little respite, just for some lady time.
Just for you mamas and ladies
really
and whatnot.
Nice.
It was good.
It was very nice.
Yeah.
And then, so... After kind of like we had our little brunch time, we spent some time away, just us ladies, for a couple of hours. I think it was only like 2.5 hours.
Something like that. They
played a poker game. They had some food. We hung out up there, had some good conversations and stuff, and had some food. And then we all kind of got back together.
Nope.
And we ended up taking a trip down to our pond because Gumby and Mary with Junk to Gems had never walked down to our pond before and had never seen it. And so we went over there, and I caught a big fish thanks to Gary.
Oh man, hey, I just baited a hook and casted it out. You did the hard part of reeling it in.
Yeah.
So hey.
It was the biggest fish that we've ever caught in our pond yet. Which isn't saying like it's not a big monster or anything.
No, but that was a decent size bluegill. Like that was easily like about yay big.
Yeah, it was a good size fish.
So for it to be about, a foot, maybe a little bit more, like that's a decent sized fish out of there.
Yeah, I was surprised. I was really surprised because usually the fish that we get out of there, they're
yay
tiny.
big like this.
They're
like that I caught a
5
fish
inches,
that
6
big.
inches maybe.
And then here she comes pulling out this fish like this big. I was like, dang, all right.
You're like, I gave you the good reel. Thanks, babe. But yeah, no, we did some fishing, hung out down at the pond. All the kids went swimming. They took our boat out into the pond. We have a paddle boat, if you guys don't know.
Or pedal boat.
Or pedal boat. You're right. Yeah. It's a pedal boat with your feet,
I always get it screwed up and say paddle boat too.
It's a pedal boat.
Pedal.
But we do have a pedal boat down at the pond, and the kids were all just using the pedal boat. They're fun.
Those things are super fun. I mean, that's the whole reason why I wanted the boat.
Yeah.
Like, I'm the one that was like, I want that boat. I want that boat.
Yeah.
And it's mainly just so that way the kids can play with it in the pond, and I can go play with it in the pond. Like,
Yeah, it's perfect for what we use it for.
No, exactly. Yeah, that's where I'm like, man, I mean, yeah, I could go take it out into the lake, but if I get too far, like, it's going to take a minute to get back. I'm just saying.
You're like, I might want to pack a trolling motor. Leg power, baby. Leg power. No, it was a lot of fun. All the kids, they were on there. They were jumping off the boat, swimming in the pond. They did a little bit of fishing. Scarlett was with me, did a little fishing too.
Mm-hmm.
But it was just fun. The kids were running amok, having fun, hanging out at the pond. We were hanging out at the pond.
Mm-hmm.
We ended up coming back over this way, and it started out as just like a woman's brunch type of thing, but it ended up turning into like an all-day hangout.
Yeah.
And we ended up having dinner with Anthony and Rox too. So thank you, bro and sis. Love you guys.
Thank you.
You spoiled. I feel like I got super spoiled this Mother's Day because the kids, they made me some nice, beautiful homemade gifts, and some cards. And Abe made me coffee first thing in the morning, right? And loving on me. I woke up really slow watching Looney Tunes with the kiddos on the couch, just kind of loafing around. And then it was like 9:30. I was like, oh, well, the ladies are going to be here in about 30 minutes. I should probably get dressed. So I just kind of tinkered and loafed around and, took it really easy yesterday.
Well,
and I just was spoiled from all different directions. I was spoiled by you. I was spoiled by the kids. I was spoiled by my family. I was spoiled by my friends. It was awesome.
That was a really good weekend.
I had a great weekend.
Really fun.
Yeah. So the last time y'all saw us was Saturday. We did a real talk here on Saturday for y'all, and Gary and I were super duper ambitious and ready to get it. However,
my body was telling me different.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it was hard because I was fighting it. And then, I got up, started moving around a little bit, and I was like, dude, I can't move.
Yeah.
It's hard for me to even just like stand up straight.
But I could just see how much pain he was in. And I'm looking at the agenda for everything we have coming up this week. And Mother's Day was the next day. And I was just like, you know what, Gary? As much as I want to get this stuff done, like, I'm looking at you and you're like in crying pain, like, but he's just not trying to admit it, just trying to keep working through it. So I called it on Saturday. I was like, nope, we're done. I'm sorry, babe. I'm not letting you do this to yourself.
I had to bust out my back brace yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Just, walking around and sitting itself.
We're going to need to take another trip to the chiropractor for you.
I need to. There is no ifs, ands, or buts on that one. My sciatica is getting pinched like no tomorrow.
If you could find the time this week, I say go this week. If not, next week for sure.
Yeah.
This week is going to be insanely busy for the both of us. Julia is graduating from 6th grade this week. We also have the meetup at the end of the weekend. There's a lot of friends and family coming into town. There's a lot of things that we have to start getting ready for the meetup. Look at the weather too. We're not exactly expecting the greatest weather for working up there. No. So, I
might try to get up there and do the lags and the layout because
the lags and line and marking.
But
marking.
from the beginning of this last little bit of back issue, today's day 4.
Mm-hmm.
And it is feeling a lot better in a sense, but it's still there.
I don't,
you know what I mean? Like,
I don't want you
so
to push it, to be
I
honest
don't
with
want
you.
to hurt it anymore and then make it to where I'm out even more.
Right. Because
So,
it is getting to that time of year where it's like, go, 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 go.
mhm.
And if it's not worth it for you to go, go, go today and then be out for 4 days, when you could have, instead of go, 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 you could have just went, go, go. Just did a little,
a little bit here,
bit here and there, and then you actually would be able to continue. Like, you gotta put yourself first with some of this, with this stuff. Like, if you're not physically capable, and I know you're hard-headed and I'm hard-headed too, we don't like hearing that we're not physically capable to do something. Nobody likes to hear that, right?
I want to push through it.
That's just what we do.
Push through the pain, and eventually it'll be done. And I might still be in pain, but it will be done.
Well,
that's where it's like, but at the same time, I don't know. I've gotta, you're 100% right. I gotta watch it and I gotta listen to my body. I've preached that a lot. And
well, it's like,
for me not to do it, that's the
thing. Don't be hypocritical. The thing is, as you know and I know, this is not a race. It is a marathon. And sometimes you got to slow down and get some water.
Yeah.
Slow down and, I mean, we're still going. We're still sitting there, you know.
No.
We're still getting it.
So it just kills me because, you know, I just want to be able to get it done.
I know.
I hate that my body's telling me differently, but.
Well, we will do it. That's at the end of the day. We will achieve what we set out to achieve.
Then it's not happening the way I was planning.
It's
because
okay. That's life.
That's life.
That's life.
But who can anticipate, you know, throwing something out of their back or something like that, you know? You can't really anticipate those moments.
Like I said, I bent over and picked up an empty box once and I was in bed for 4 days. An empty box.
It happens. It happens. I don't even know what the heck I did, but all I know is I'm pinching and it hurts.
Yeah. And we got a really big meetup this weekend. If you guys don't know, I'm going to pin a link, or I don't know if it'll be a link to the community tab. I don't know how YouTube allows me to pin that type of stuff, but I, at the very least, will put all of the information down in the description below or the pinned comment section. If you guys don't, for whatever reason, don't know what we're talking about, there's the Arkansas River Valley meetup that's happening at Blue Mountain Lake. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. The main day is Saturday. That's like the big event. Friday is just kind of when a lot of people are going to be getting there. We will be doing a meet and greet on Friday. But the majority of everything is going to be kind of getting set up and stuff on Friday.
Yep.
The main event is going to be on Saturday. It's going to be a lot of fun. There's going to be prizes and raffles and fishing tournaments and games, and good food and very great company. It's a community event. We would love for you guys to come.
It's going to be an awesome time.
Yeah, there's going to be a dunk tank and pie in the face, and everything is free. The whole entire event is free. Although there are going to be some things, certain raffles and certain games or whatever, like the pie in the face and the dunk booth. We will be selling tickets for those things.
Yep.
And our hopes is to raise enough money that we can donate it to the schools and the veterans in our local area.
Yep.
So that's the hope. I don't know. Like, honestly, we were talking about it like this week with Mike, like even yesterday and stuff. We were talking with them and we're like, look, if we could donate, $100 to each organization, well, that's $100 more than each organization had.
Yeah.
So, and mostly it's about community building. So that's essentially the reason why we're trying to get everybody down there. Everybody get to know each other, have a good time, meet some friends, share some information. Yep. And yeah, I think it's going to be a very, very good time and I'm super looking forward to doing it.
It's going to be a blast.
Yeah.
It's going to be a super blast.
Yeah.
I mean, I have been looking forward to it for a while. Not only for the fact that, I get to go fishing. And I'll be one of the judges for the fishing tournament and everything else.
I'll be the judge of this.
I'm not going to be able to win, but at the same time, I'm still going to go and try to catch a fish or two. Like, I might as well, right?
Might as well.
I might as well.
Hey, the first place winner for the fishing tournament gets a kayak.
Yep.
Like, that's a pretty amazing gift, right?
So it's going to be 2 different
Yeah, because there's
classes.
the children's
There's the
division. Yeah.
the youth class and then the adult class. So
there's 2 kayaks that are getting given away. It's
yeah.
pretty awesome.
That's gonna be some good
And
times
gift cards and like rods and reels and like power banks. And then I know a lot of the channels and stuff are getting together different things that they're going to be making and giving away. There's so many different items. I would spend probably a very good amount of time just sitting here rattling it all off.
Yes.
And I don't have the list in front of me, so I don't want to just pull it out of my brain, but
it's going to be a
very good time.
A lot of good fun. And it's going to be a good family fun aspect as well. And it's going to be great, man.
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to be one of those things that it's you're going to wish that you were there if you don't go. I'm just going to say, because to have a dunk booth, you're going to be able to dunk one of us, or to be able to throw a pie into one of our faces. Like, I mean, hey, that's awesome. And then not only that, but just all the different activities.
Yes. And for the kids, there's a jump house for the kids too, like a bouncy house. There's going to be different games for them too, cornhole, limbo, like musical chairs. There's a lot of people donating and volunteering their time to help with this organizational aspect of it. There's a lot of people that are going to be handling different like stations and stuff, face painting, and I think cakewalk. And it's going to be a very, very fun, family friendly time.
It's going to be a great time.
Yes. Now, if you are coming and you wanted to put anything out on like the food table, for instance, if you have like, man, you are the best mac salad maker in all the West and you feel like you want to bring it, go ahead and bring it. We are going to be providing all that kind of stuff, but any kind of extras are always necessary, like not necessary, but welcomed. Welcomed, appreciated. And yeah, I hope that, honestly, I just really hope that all of the main things can be taken care of, because I know that Mike with Drifting Dreamers 5, which big, huge shout out and thanks again to Mike for organizing a lot of this stuff. He's actually talked with like the dunk booth people and
he's set up a lot of it.
He's set up everything, the bounce house place.
Rented a lot of places and
he's
a
rented
lot of
all
different stuff like that. So
hopefully we
want to get him covered with what he's put out there.
Yes.
But whatever else is left, we want to make sure that goes straight to the schools and the VFW, and we want to help out the community as much as possible. And
get people to know each other, like know your neighbors. This is the thing, is like in this technological age that we live in, it's a little different out here in Arkansas. It's a little different out here in the South, I will say. But Gary and I mean, we lived in Las Vegas for so many years and even living in Arizona, right? You could go years without knowing your neighbor's first name or saying hello to them. And especially in this day and age, I think that it's very important that we get to know each other, that we get to share our knowledge and our experience and our things. Like, I think that we could all get back to our roots on all of that. And even I'm challenging you international folks too, because I know that you guys are going to say we can't go, and that's fine. You guys, I get it. Things are expensive. Trust me, I know. But there will be stuff on video. I'm sure there's going to be lives and stuff, so you could be there with us digitally. But I'm challenging you to go into your real life in person, right? You live in a city, that's cool. Go meet your flatmate, go find out who lives next door, offer your assistance, offer your help. It's very, very important in the society that we live in, where everyone is very self-consumed and self-absorbed, and it's hooray for me, to hell with you. And that's the mindset that a lot of the world has. Unfortunately. And on the same note, we say that because that's what gets the attention and that's what's like put out there. We want to bring attention to that's not how it has to be. And that's not how it really is. If you don't want that, that doesn't have to be the reality.
It's only the way that you perceive it and what you put out there and how you make it to be. The only way to go out there and help thy neighbor and to bring it more of a reality to terms of life, is to just go out there and do it.
Yep.
And to live that way,
And something that, Gary and I have strived to live towards and to live that way. As long as forever. We've always been that way. Like, and it's just, I think it goes back to us seeing different things and just the way that we decided we wanted to be.
No.
And if we could be influencers and influence anything, that's what I would like to influence. I would like to influence you to love thy neighbor. And I think that's like the number one thing, you know, love your neighbor as you would love yourself.
Yes. Anybody can do these little things, like little tiny things.
Encourage one another,
each
uplift
other,
one another.
Be positive to somebody,
Yes.
even though you might hear something that somebody's saying and you'd be like, man, I don't know. Instead of doing that, be like, you know, be nice and be positive with it. That's what you want to do. That's awesome, you know, but don't, you know, it just goes back down to a lot of other aspects, you know, and that's the one thing that I'm really happy about this meetup. It's, you know, yes, it is a YouTube meetup, but it's not a YouTube meetup.
Yeah.
You know, you don't have to be in YouTube or, you know, on YouTube or anything else to go to the meetup.
No,
this is a community meetup.
The only reason why it's a YouTube meetup is because
we do
YouTubers are organizing it.
Yeah.
But it's not necessarily like a YouTuber meetup. We're not trying to have it be that way anyway. We're trying to have it be just a community
thing and get to know everybody around, and if anybody
learn from each
able,
other.
you know,
yeah,
we would like to see it grow. You know,
that'd be
make
amazing.
it into something that is, you know, annually or something like that. We'll start off. We'll see how this one goes. You know, I'm not saying, but I would like to eventually make
that
it
would be
more of like.
It would be awesome. Yeah.
And
really high hopes.
Yes.
But we'll see how this year goes. I know that this week we're going to have weather like this all week. So as far as us building and stuff like that, we're putting it on a pause. To be honest with you, I can only handle so much stuff. I will edit out a video and get it out on SimpleLifeReclaimed for y'all today because I got some stuff in the can, right?
No.
So I will have a video coming out on SimpleLifeReclaimed today. It's going to be, I guess, getting us up until this other point. Gary was on the roof. He was a little nuts, to say the least. And it should be a good video.
Yes.
I mean, I know what I recorded. I haven't edited it yet, but I know what I recorded, and it should be entertaining. It should be good. It should bring you guys along up until the point that we're at today. Aside from editing and getting that video out for y'all, this week I have to focus a lot of my attention on some of the signage and some of the things that I'm contributing towards the meetup. So I'm going to be in charge of like the pie in the face booth.
Yep.
So I have to make a lot of things for that pie in the face stuff. I need to go shopping later on today, and I need to get, you know, the stuff for it. I need to get some goggles. I need to get like the cream. I need to get the tablecloth and a few big boards. And actually I'm going to make some of the stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking it would be really funny if like all of us had a little seat where we're sitting, right? And then we had a big board with a cutout for our face to go through the hole. And then on the board is like a bullseye. So it'll just look super stupid and funny. Like everybody's face sticking through this hole with a bullseye.
That'd be pretty funny.
But like signage and stuff, you know, like I have to create the table. I have to create all these little things. It's not just the pie in the face table, but there's other things that I'm working on to help for that. I got to get a bunch of baking and stuff ready. And then aside from the meetup, like I said, this week, our daughter is graduating from 6th grade, and I'm going to have a graduation party for her. I don't have to, but I want to. That's my baby, you know? It's my first baby, and she's getting so big, and she's actually got a graduation ceremony. So Thursday, we're going to be doing her graduation, and then Thursday afternoon having like a graduation lunch and stuff for her. Yeah. And I want to do a little bit of decorating and make some stuff and hoot and holler for her at her school, you know? So I've got a lot of crafting on my list this week. And today, after I edit the video, I believe I'm going to squeak off to town real quick and go get some more supplies. So that way, the rest of this week, I can spend my time focusing on getting all of the things made that need to be made, the signage, the tables for both the meetup and also for the graduation. And doing all of my baking and stuff too, because I'm going to include some baking and everything for the meetup to like provide people with food, and then also they could use it for the cakewalk or whatever. You know, I'm going to try to do as much as I possibly can. So all that being said, this week, I don't think I'm going to be able to get up there. I just don't see myself having any time to being able to get up there and work with you.
No.
If you're going to do any of that. I don't know. So if Gary does get up and work on the roof at all, it's going to be the Gary show, which he does so good at the Gary show, guys. He does so good.
I'm going to try, but at the same time, I can't promise it 100%. You know, I would like to have it all laid out and have everything lagged down to where all I got to do is roll out the joists, you know?
Yeah.
But
so this week is going to be super scattered for us, friends. We're going to continue doing some real talk with y'all all week. Maybe I'll show you guys some sneak peeks of crafts and things as I make them.
Yeah.
We will probably do some recording and put it out towards the end of the week, but honestly, no promises. What I can promise you is that I have a video. I'll edit a video today and I'll get it out for you guys on Simple Life today. We'll still plan on our live chat and stuff, but this week, because we have the meetup and then Julia's graduation and just life, right? We can give you guys some homestead updates and things like that, but we're not building this week. I, for one, am not building this week. I have too much on my plate.
No.
There's too much life happening right now. And the weather, like, honestly, it's supposed to be kind of
like this,
where
week.
It's raining and then not raining and then raining and then not raining. It's supposed to be like this all week, except for Saturday.
Yeah.
Saturday, it's actually looking to be really nice.
Beautiful, which is great. Hey, I'm hoping that that's the case.
I'll take it all week.
That's going to be the main meetup point.
Exactly. So
I'm really. It's gonna be a fun week.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a great week.
Well, we can sit here and blabber all day, friends. We do have to get going. I got to edit out that video for y'all. We got to get some stuff going on. I got to get to town and get supplies and yada yada. So, but we will be back tomorrow for Real Talk with SLR. Thank you so much for joining us today and for hanging out. Throw us any of your guys' ideas. Yeah. If you guys have any, we would appreciate to hear them. I'll go ahead and I'll read through it and we'll sift it out. Yeah. Oh, and before I leave too, because Gary and I, just real quick, I know squirrel. Gary and I are going to be doing a talk. There is like talks scheduled. No. Like David's going to be doing the opening and then we're going right after David. If there's anything specifically you would like for, if you are going to be at the meetup or even if you're going to be watching digitally.
What is it that you would like us to talk about? Is
there any topic that you would really like us to go into depth more? No. Gary and I do have an idea about what we're going to be talking about, but I'm very interested to hear what your opinions are, what you would like to hear us, I guess, kind of expand on, whether it be, like whatever it is, whether it's about our journey out here or not. What if it's not, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't have to be.
It doesn't have to be about YouTube. It doesn't have to be about anything. Like it could be more personal. It could be more whatever it is. Like, what is it that you would like to hear from us?
Yes.
What is it that you want to have us go deep dive into?
Yes.
We will deep dive into it.
Yeah, we'll deep dive in there for you. So I'm taking all your guys' suggestions and stuff to heart, and we really appreciate you guys.
Yes.
But no more squirrel business. We got things to do. I love you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with us and watching this morning's episode, a little bit longer of Real Talk with SLR. We truly appreciate you. So we'll see you guys tomorrow back here on this channel. We'll see you later on today on Simple Life Reclaimed. And y'all know the drill. Until the next one, friends, we love y'all and we hope you have a good one.
And we'll catch you on the next one.
Bye, you guys.
Later.